Hello everyone, GBA049 here, and welcome back to another episode of the Countdown to Mega Man 11 series, Part 3, in Mega Man 3. We have defeated all 8 World Masters, and now we're facing the hard part. The hard mode of Sparkman, Gemini Man, Needle Man, and Shadow Man. And like I said before, I like going after the hardest levels first, so that way it's over and done with. Because why would you go after the easy levels if they don't really take all that much effort to complete, where you can just take on the hard ones and, well, you know, it's over and done with. Because this new version of Shadow Man stage is quite difficult, especially when you go down the second screen. It's a spike fall segment, but it's not really all that hard. The thing to note here is that this third screen right here can be a bit of a dick, because if you jump way too high or way too low, you'll risk killing yourself. So you just gotta tap to avoid it. And luckily, the vacuum cleaner enemies have been replaced by the Pokewalkers. I do not know what the original names are, because the database has a lot of weird names anyway. So I'll just call them Pokewalkers because, well, they just look like Pokeballs with suction cups for legs, and they just walk around like them. So, Pokewalkers it is! And I'm not going to use the top spin here because, now there's collapsing platforms that retract when you stand on them. Combine that with darkness, so where it just removes the foreground, and you're gonna have a, it's not gonna be all that enjoyable for you, and well, oh wait, never mind. I can only do that in the original stage. Anyway, what really makes these stages hard is because of the fact that the first checkpoint is after you defeat the boss, and right now we're facing the Wily Bots, Woodman. And that's the wrong pose he uses, but Woodman is a million times worse because his leaf shield is bigger, and it's almost entirely impossible to kill him without... It's almost impossible to kill him without taking a hit. But that does not mean that he is impossible to kill. So there we go. First checkpoint has been touched, and now we're going to the other half of the hard stages. And the hard knuckle just kills a Hammer Joe in one hit, making that weapon more useful. Gonna have to use the top spin for this, because it's much more easier. Though I gotta be careful. I don't want to end up using the top spin when I'm about to jump forward, right when those parachute enemies are about to approach me, because the top spin can push me back after I use it. Also, for some reason, Heatman is weak against it. So I guess I have to conserve my weapon energy for it. Nah, what am I thinking? Top spin is almost impossible to completely waste energy as long as the enemy is not weak to it. People say that the top spin is useless because it uses way too much weapon energy. That's because you're using it on the wrong enemy. And this missile just will not leave me the hell alone. There we go. Just gonna leave that energy right there for a bit. I have 2 lives left, and I have 3 energy tanks. I think I'm more than capable to take on big hitbox form Heatman perfectly by myself. This time with slightly different. This time with bigger differences in his pattern. He shoots the atomic fire immediately after he exits out of his fire charging form. Sometimes, okay. I guess he doesn't really do it that often. Also, since the top spin can leave you a little bit in harm's way when you use it, I need to use an energy tank for this. And I'm on the fritz. Pause and unpause the game right after you get hit by something, and Mega Man just starts flashing uncontrollably. Hey, Ma, someone call the repair guy. Hey, Ma, Mega Man's on the fritz again. Someone call the repair guy. Yep, that's a reference to Gemini Laser on YouTube. That's practically where I got all of his neat little tricks in the classic MegaMan games. He's very knowledgeable and smart, but he hasn't really been active on his channel lately. It's kind of concerning me. Not going after Needleman. That stage actually sucks. I'm going after Sparkman next. Though the thing to note is that this one is probably the second hardest right next to Shadow Man, because the halfway mark is not really all that difficult by any means. It's because of the fact that there's Quick Man. Quick Man in Wily Bot form is a nightmare. Seriously. Don't believe me? Well, I'm just about to show you why. Oh, okay, well, okay, maybe you actually know why, but I'm just going to go show you anyway. And I'm actually going to have to use a Shadow Blade right here because, well, really, it's practically the only use you have for it. Come on, seriously? Only one at a time? I don't like using this weapon. I really don't. Plus, that sound is really annoying. I don't understand how people would, like, enjoy using that weapon if there's a sound like that. I mean, not as annoying as the... I mean, it's not... Okay, the Metal Blade is not as annoying as a Shadow Blade because, well... Who would want to hear that every time when you throw something at an enemy? I wouldn't. Looks like a giant Sporingoing in MegaMan 3. And, since... Like I said before, I don't really like using enemy weaknesses, but when it comes to difficulty spikes in MegaMan 3, I have no choice. It's impossible to avoid their attacks, especially if they're extremely agile and if their hitboxes are a little bit larger. I have no idea why they made Metal Man even more of a joke in here, since there's no conveyor to help him. And he doesn't really do anything. He just jumps around and throws metal blades, and there's no conveyor, so he's more of a joke that time. And seriously, look how much weapon energy that just used. I shot like 6 magnet missiles, and I'm almost nearly out of it. Oh crap. Okay, there we go. And now for the tedious segment with these spark shock hazard gabiole things and these screws. This part can be a little bit tricky to navigate as well because it's a short place to stand on. And I really hate of how these screws are entirely invincible when they're being, well, put together. Like in the process of being put together. They're really annoying enemies, but good thing they can only be killed in one shot with literally any weapon. I mean, I've seen a bunch of gameplay footage where people just like to spam the living hell out of their Mega Buster just to try to kill it when they know. Also, what's the point of putting this here? I've seen quite a bit of gameplay footage where people just like spam the Mega Buster shots on enemies that don't take all that much shots to kill. It's like die, 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 die. Like, why in the hell do they do that? If it takes one shot, you don't have to shoot 3 times. I mean, come on, just boom, dead. Not like... There's no point to that. Anyway, before I even begin rambling on again in my gameplay of Mega Man 3, I have to be extremely careful with this one. Gemini Man is more of a nightmare because, well, at least you can avoid his attack. No, you can't. You have to wait until the Gemini laser actually hits him and he deals more damage. And he's more fast. I can't pause the game when the Gemini laser is still in effect. Oh my god, that's what makes this fight, that's what makes this quote-unquote boss refight with Mega Man 2 Robot Master so damn difficult. That was close. Okay. Nightmare's finally over. Now I can deal with the rest of the stages. And next we have Needleman and Gemini Man. Third hardest stage in the game because you need to use Rush Jet. Also, tip. These hedgehog enemies can be instantly killed with a Gemini laser. Like, one of the only uses of that weapon. As cool as it is, and it's an awesome name, but the weapon itself is ass. Might as well want to call it the lag beam because it takes its own sweet damn time to hit the target. And, well, yeah, it's not all that useful. Gonna go have to use, okay, let's just rapid fire Mega Buster shot with weapon energy, but it's just not really all that useful. Gonna have to take this extra life here. Come on, Rush. And I gotta point something out here. I do not like the idea that they just nerfed Rush Jet ever since Mega Man 3. Like, he can only travel in one direction instead of you just controlling him wherever you want him to go. I mean, that was so much fun. Why did they remove that? I do not like what they did to Rush Jet in ever since the end of Mega Man 3. That just ruins all the fun and enjoyment when it comes to using it, because Rush is fun. You can jump on him, you can ride on him, you can go inside him. That sounds really fucking awkward the way I put it, because, well, that's what you do. And look at this! The Nightmare Japan is more nightmarish because he's inside another robot, a robot inside another robot in a robot boss refight. And for some odd reason, he's weak against electricity. I mean, remember what I said about, oh yeah, I forgot, I can slide underneath him. But I can't jump over him, because I get cornered. And I died, so I have to start over from the very beginning. The checkpoint is after the first refight with the first Wily robot. Or, I'm pretty sure that's called a Wily robot, right? But seriously. I don't understand why, okay. Let me clarify. The Spark Shock only deals damage on enemies that are bosses, nothing else. So that makes it even more useless. For some odd reason, Sparkman is weak against his own weapon the same way that Metal Man is, but it doesn't really instant kill him. It just deals like a lot of damage. I guess you need to overload his circuits with electricity, I guess? Maybe that's why he's weak against his own weapon, because it's too much energy and it'll just get like overloaded with it. I guess. Okay, well, time to shut down Airman. I gotta point something out here. Every time when I see Airman just falling directly down about to enter the Wily Bot, it really looks like that he has an eye patch while he's like falling down. It's like, oh, my eye, because the frame rate is not really all that great in this game still, but it's still stable. Uh-oh. There we go. Shocking, isn't it, Airman? Oh, well, it looks like that was a little bit pointless. I just didn't really have to do anything. I just let to have the Mega Man slightly oh yeah, gotta be careful with this. Do not run out of Rush Jet. Also, tip: while you jump, you conserve energy using Rush Jet, so you can use this to your advantage to navigate this segment very easily. And for some odd reason, you can actually touch the ceiling to grab the weapon energy. Keep on doing this until you reach the end. Just don't fall off or be an idiot and waste it. Otherwise, you're gonna have to waste all of your lives, all of your weapon energy, or if you run out of weapon energy, you just have to start over from the very beginning of the stage, completely reset. So watch out for that. Also, don't fall, because right down there is a bottomless pit, and somewhere on the left, and somewhere on the left on that ladder is where that platform is. And now for an underpants mini boss that's already dead. I don't know the names of these enemies, so I'll just call them of what I think they are. No, 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 go away. No, no, ah! I'm being bombarded by a bunch of freaking flying mets. No. Okay, that's it. Okay, flame energy. We go get these Karnov Russian face things, reminiscent enemies from Karnov. Nobody's going to get the references of the game except for literally me, so yeah. I'm a different person. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Go get the energy. And now we're facing the Wily Bot of Crashman. He is slightly different when it comes to his pattern, but he still has that thing where he does not do anything until you shoot. Instead of throwing a crash bomb and waiting for it to explode so we can shoot another one, instead of his crash bomb exploding for a couple of seconds until he could shoot one, instead of that, he shoots one crash bomb and then it just explodes, and then he can shoot another one. Like, it's more instant. It explodes more instantly, so you gotta be careful. But while the explosion is still going on, he still can only have one on the screen at a time. But he's more deadlier. Probably this is what Crashman's AI should have been in MegaMan 2 instead of his predictable pattern originally. He's much more challenging this way, but definitely not more fun. I mean, I can manage. And so I can slide. Oh wow. Yeah, the tip of the little spike on that crash bomb can hit you. I think this is literally the only time of where you can actually defeat the Wily Bot and Mega Buster only without taking a single hit. Go! That thing travels in quite the arc while it's being fired at you. Well, Crashman, I guess is still has those flaws that he has in MegaMan 2, but he's actually more challenging. 3 Wily Bots, okay, 2, 4, 6 Wily Bots down. Now we're going after Gemini Man. This one is a little bit annoying because of the water segments, and plus the intro part of this stage is more annoying and has more death hazards, traps, enemies that spawn, and I don't really like it. Especially those things right there, those little beetle enemies. Don't even know what those are called again, because I still need to memorize everything when it comes to the MegaMan knowledge database. I'll look it up eventually when I get when I have my own spare time. Eventually. That was close. That was freaking close. Thank God I am so damn good. Well, I don't mean to brag, but I am so damn good at just landing at pixel perfect landings when it comes to platforming. Oh, I thought you couldn't make that jump, but you can. Sweet. Oh, gotta watch out for those. Oh my God, that's a rare sight. Says, when does that happen? An energy tank can come out of a question mark block, or whatever those blocks are called, because it's not Mario. Inspired by it, but it's not Mario. And look at all of these lumps in the background. I can just Gemini Man stage is the perfect. Whoa, gotta be careful. Don't wanna erase the floor. Gemini Man stage, both of them is the perfect stage to grind for energy and extra lives. Because besides those penguin enemies that infinitely respawn from that Club Penguin reject mini boss, you can get extra lives there, but I think it's more common to get extra lives from these things, because I just got one. Can I get another one in this row? Nope. Can I get this one in this row? Nope. I guess extra lives are pretty scarce. Uh-oh, watch out. Up, fully. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, come on down over here and get me in my weapons range so I can kill you off. Gotta go recharge my weapon. Oh yeah, I forgot. My weapon energy gets fully restored when I clear stage. Oh, gotta be careful. And now we're fighting Flashman. He's, for some odd reason, I don't know. Okay, actually not for some odd reason, but again, the hitboxes of the Wily Bots are much more bigger, and they're more of a threat. I don't know why he's weak against the needles. No, please, stop. I'm begging you. Please don't kill me. What the fuck? I got hit twice? I actually got hit twice when he used his freaking weapon? What the hell is that unfair bullshit? Okay, Flashman, you are a freaking cheater. You cannot possibly just freeze time in my game and actually be able to hit me twice. That's not fair, dude. You deserve that death. Ugh. Anyway, now on to the second part. Excuse me. Now on to the last segment of this stage, the water segment. Gotta be careful of those cute little whale enemies, because their bombs can pierce through. Those explosions can pierce through the floor. Also, who in the hell uses Rush Marine? Honestly, Rush Marine is like the most unreliable rush power-up in the entire series. It can only be used underwater, and even then, it's not all that useful. Just use Rush Jet, because you can go underwater the same way, and and Rush is much more mobile than he is in Rush Marine in MegaMan 3. Honestly, since when was Rush Marine ever like viable or considered a must to use or actually helped you in any way, shape, or form in the MegaMan series? Name one time where Rush Marine was actually used. It was actually used like normally. Never. Yeah, you can only use them for like, I don't know, 5 seconds because water segments in these games are relatively short. That changes in MegaMan 4. Because Dive Man stage. Dive Man stage is fun. I like it. Also, tip. If you ever, a little bit of a tip when you're on your way to fight Bubble Man. Don't be a doofus. I don't know why they actually allowed that to happen, but it's still pretty damn funny to do. You can die you can actually die when you enter the boss room. Because why would you do that? Because it's fun. Honestly, dying in MegaMan is just so freaking hilarious to me because of the sound effects. The sound effects in MegaMan is probably, if not, the most satisfying sound effects I have ever heard in any video game. It's hilarious, it's adorable, and, well, it's just everything in between. Everything about MegaMan, from, you know, music, stage design, bosses, weapons, gameplay, and even sound effects is just so damn great. For some odd weird reason, Bubbleman is not weak against the needle cannon. He's actually weak against the Shadow Blade because, again, I'm guessing it's because it's reminiscent of the Metal Blade. But at least Bubbleman is much more threatening in this game by far because of his bigger size and all that. But just not really all that. Just really not the best. Not the best. And now, ooh, a one-eyed robot with a familiar scarf and red colored designed robot with one eye. Break Man. Who is this Break Man? That whistle sounds so very familiar. That's actually Proto Man, by the way. People actually call him Breakman because that's his name. But why in the hell would people actually call him Breakman? Because, he's not the Breakman. He is the Proto Man. Okay, I'm on my way to face Breakman. Actually, just call him brainwashed version of Proto Man because Wiley's a dick. And there we go. We defeated quote-unquote Breakman, and now we've entered back into, okay, I'm just gonna read this dialogue and finish my commentary for a bit. Enter Dr. Light's lab, and now, something bad has happened. Oh no! Right after we received the last element, ... My mouth is still open. Wiley ran off with Gamma. Who is this Wiley? Oh god. As if that annoying sound could get any worse. Oh, wow. Eyebrows! Seriously, Wiley, get the hell out of here. Get your freaking annoying... I think you might want to check your status condition on fix your freaking saucer. Think you might want to, I don't know, put some WD fucking 40 on your saucer because it's making that annoying sound. It's like squeaking everywhere. But should I actually continue? Like, should I actually continue on with the stage? Actually, well, I think it's best if I do one more stage because this one is really freaking easy. Especially the boss fight in here. That boss fight, I have a lot to say about that fight. Hey look, Maurice is the top spin because of water physics. It's a dream come true! Yay! Stop hating this weapon. Stop hating the top spin. Your hate is meaningless. It is illogical. You know nothing. Top spin is awesome. It's useful. Screw off. You cannot change my mind. You never can. But I will make you change your mind because I'm actually utilizing it the way it should. Along with every other weapon that I find use for, except I should probably shut up because I don't like the Shadow Blade. It's just not that versatile. Well, at least MegaMan has the ability to punch through walls with a hard knuckle. That's fun. Oh yeah, I forgot. Gonna go get rid of these Hammer Joes in style. Boop. There we go. It's fun using the hard knuckle in that segment because, you know, it's actually fun. And, oh, yeah. Oh look, disappearing block puzzles. How difficult can this be? Not difficult at all. Just go on top and wait for the last one to appear and climb up the ladder. Oh look, weapon energy. You think I'm going to restore my Rust Jet or Hard Knuckle? Hard Knuckle. And there we go. Weapon energy almost fully restored, and now I'm facing the worst boss fight I have ever faced in any video game in the entire history of my career as a gamer. What in the fresh hell is this insult of a boss fight? It is a machine that deploys exploding robot turtles underwater that occasionally has these pipes that try to pretend that try to act like airman to try to pull you in, push you back, or just pull you up in harm's way, and the more turtles that comes out, the faster it becomes. But the thing is that this machine is somehow powered by the turtles, and if those turtles are destroyed, it explodes? What kind of bullshit is this? That is just so damn pathetic. I can't believe that Capcom would... Okay, maybe I should not insult Capcom, but I'm just insulting that boss fight. That boss fight is not good at all. No creativity, no thought, no effort. It's just a machine that deploys turtles and it explodes and all turtles are gone. What? Ugh, whatever. Well, anyway, that is the last stage I will be going to in this episode of the Mega Man 3 playthrough series. So, until then, up next is the Yellow Devil Mark III and the copy Mega Man clone boss that's weak against snakes. And then after that, we go after the final. We go after the boss street fights and actually, no, there's more to it than that. It's a big game. Mega Man 3 is a relatively big game, and it's much more fun. But anyway, regardless, that is what is next, because you already know what's next, because Mega Man fans are fans for reasons, and they play the series, they know they know what's going to happen, but that's what makes it exciting. Anyway, before I even continue just talking and just continuing like to extend my recording time just by me rambling on about this in this video, I'll just cut to the chase. This is the end of this video, and I will see you later. Yeah, it's pretty basic. This is GBA 049, signing out, going offline. See you next mission, Mega Man for life.